start. Okay, welcome to Tuesday night. Woo! Today we're talking about the importance of ordering and what it does for your business. So I have to tell you guys, I did a lot of talking to other consultants and a lot of friends of ours just to see where they were at and just getting pointers to tell you guys tonight, because I can tell you guys till I'm blue in the face how important it is to order, but I just wanted to get everybody's opinions. So I made a PowerPoint slide that has some of the best information that we I guess got from all these people. So I'm going to share that. So we'll start there. So awesome. Okay. So first we're going to go over this. A couple things to consider.
Did you want to make it your...
Oh, no, it's fine. This is good enough. It's good. You can see it, right? Okay. It's been slow for most everyone that we know of through the summer. Aaron and I have definitely noticed the slowdown. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you guys have noticed the slowdown, but we haven't let it affect us, honestly. You can make excuses till you're blue in the face about, not selling as much as you want to, and that being the reason that you're not ordering. But I can tell you, and that's what this B says, as we continue to grow our inventory as a differentiator from all other consultants. So most consultants are complaining right now about not selling. And I can tell you that things are selling. Maybe not as much as you want, but they are selling. So to set yourself apart from other people, continue to order and continue to get those new things, because there has been so many good prints out that I've seen. I've been seeing a lot of people in their initial inventories getting all these really awesome prints and florals and all the unicorn prints that we're like, how come I'm not getting those? Well, it's because we're not ordering.
They're in the boxes now.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got Carly Gold yesterday, so it's happening. Melissa, don't let slow sales be an excuse for not doing well in your business. That's the lamest excuse and the most record repeating, broken record that we can listen to. Yes, sales slow down a little bit in the summer, but that doesn't mean you stop working. You work harder because you know they're going to be slower. So overbook yourself with parties and posting and be ready for it. So I saw Kim Royland's post this 2 days ago. It was if you have time to complain about something, you had the time to change it and make it different. And that's, to me, is huge. In the time that you could have were texting me or, just complaining to someone else oh, my box really sucked, you could have maybe even booked a party in that time, if that makes sense. So don't let what you can't control get in your way. I know a lot of us have back orders. A lot of us have missing stuff from our inventories. A lot of us have, stuff it's taken 12 days for us to get our packages. So don't let that stop you from moving forward, because if you know you're going to have a pop-up in September that's going to be huge, start ordering for it now so you are not crap, what do I do? And getting stuck with having nothing or yeah. And I know a lot of people are buying off of the trade pages. Stop doing that, especially if you know that you have a party coming up. Don't put yourself in a bind by doing that, because you're complaining about that you don't have enough inventory and you have older prints. Well, guess what? When you buy up those pages, that's what you're buying, is people's duplicates of older prints. You're only going to get the new stuff if you're ordering.
The best kept secret is those pages are awesome to get rid of your stuff, because they're not as smart as you. Because I can't remember the only time I bought stuff off of a trade page is for myself, and it's because I'm looking for something a specific color or something like that. That is totally acceptable. But the moment that you start buying off of your inventory, off of the trade pages, is the moment that you are handing your business over to those girls. Okay. So, and then let me just read the rest of this. So just with the summer sales, as people are not buying anything, be the consultant that has the new stuff. Increasing your inventory is an easy way to increase traffic to your site, your home, and get people talking about you even when you're not out promoting yourself. Let me stop that first.
So I'll tell you guys a quick story while Melissa's doing this. So Melissa and I just participated in a multi-consultant event in Colorado Springs on Saturday. And there was like 30 plus consultants from just, our town there. Area. And it's the first time we've ever done something like that. We just had a hotel and it was awesome and stuff. And it was great because everyone just, traveled booth to booth and bought, and it was great. But as my Jordan was helping us load and stuff as we were bringing stuff in, and he was like, there were girls as I was leaving, like talking about you guys, like multiple people, just like, hey, did you go by Melissa and Aaron? Like they have awesome stuff. And, the short redhead and then the other, her sister, and, like all that stuff. And it's just like, for us, that wasn't even us advertising. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like Melissa and I didn't even advertise for that.
Work for it.
I felt bad. I put it in like a group page, like one of our mama's pages in our town, but that was it. And there was a ton of traffic, and we had so many customers come that came just to see Melissa and I. And they would come, they're like, I'm just shopping at you. Is any of your team here? I'm going to shop with them too. And we had 2 girls from our team that were also involved in it. And we would be like, hey, go see Lindsay, go see Amber, like go see the girls that are on our team, because even though there was 30 other consultants, we had built a loyalty with them, and they were only going to shop with us, even though there was, thousands of pieces.
And just to add on top of that, guys, we only took half of our inventory, and we had more inventory than everybody there, and we only took half of it. And we sold like 40 or 50 pieces, and the booth next to us sold 5. And like that was right next to us.
Yeah, we shared a
pop-up tent. We shared like a try-on tent with them. And she was like, did you guys make your booth money back? And we were like, yeah. And she was like, oh, I sold 5 items, so I don't think I'll do it again. Yeah. And I'm like, because she had no inventory, and she was sitting there the whole time. So we had Carly's, because everyone would walk in and go, where are the Carly's? And we're like, oh, they're right here. There's a whole rack of them. And they're like, oh my gosh, you have the best selection, because we're constantly ordering. Obviously that's hard right now because they're going in and out all the time, but you cannot, like, if they go up, you need to order them. Like, that's what's selling. Like, don't not order them. Like, I don't know how to tell you, like, try as best as you can to get some, but
yeah. So sorry, side note, but that was kind of going with, here we are in a room full of, like I said, 30 plus consultants, and that's how it was. Like, we had people talking about us even when we weren't like out there, like, hey, come to our booth. Like Melissa and I, literally from the time like we got there, I had like a split second to run over and say hi to Lindsay before we were just like busy the entire time. So.
Okay, let me share this again. Oh, where am I going?
Share your screen.
Okay, so the next part is generally we replace all products sold in equal dollars each month, and then we look to purchase an additional 150 to 250 pieces per month to steadily build our inventory. Aaron and I are right now on more of the 250 to 300 side of things right now, because we want to have 3,000 pieces or more. Like that is, that's what our goal right now. So we're not taking home a lot of money right now. Like we're not taking home, but we're ordering a lot. And that's because we want to build our inventory to have more sales. And you guys know that Aaron and I post like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we had a huge event over the weekend, and we sold 80 pieces. And we took everything down on Sunday night, and then we posted it Monday Monday night, and we had the same shoppers with the same stuff we didn't have anything new, and we sold like 15 or 20 items just reposting all of our stuff from people who had already shopped that weekend. So I'm like, people don't realize, because
they don't know what's
new and what's not.
I think just the consistency in posting, and they already know that we order and we get new boxes all the time. So they didn't know if it was there this weekend or not. Like, we just got like a huge box of Carly's today that we're posting tomorrow, and we haven't been able to get our hands on some, like at least some of the sizes we got in the last few weeks. So, it's a huge order for us, and we can say, hey, we have this huge box of Carly's, great, but we could sell no Carly's tomorrow when we post. Like, we have no idea what's going to sell. We just know what has been selling, so that's what we're trying to order, and we know we're going to stock that dress heavily anyways, so we might as well order it when we have the opportunity to.
Well, and especially for the new girls as well, like, I cannot stress to you enough that 300 pieces is not enough. It is not enough to cruise qualify. It is not enough to, you can definitely make some money off of having 300 pieces. But once you have over 500 and get to like the 600 range, you have more than 50% of the entire company. Like, I can't tell you how many times that Erin and I have done a pop-up that people are like, I have never been to a pop-up that's had this much selection. And we're like, that's really sad, but that was before Erin and I that was when we had like 800 pieces.
Yeah.
And that is still a lot, but the fact that people were like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this much inventory, it was shocking.
Yeah.
Because this is our business, guys. Like, we are in the business to sell clothes. So if you don't order the clothes, you're not going to sell the clothes. Does that make sense? If you don't order them, you're not going to sell them. Okay, hold on. How about in the next one?
Well, Melissa and I were talking about this today, and she made some good points to me just talking about stuff. And she was like, why do we go to the mall to shop? Well, because we don't like what's in our closet, so we're going to buy something new. And, if you go to the mall every day, they're going to have new stuff every single time that you come. There's a little boutique store that I like to shop at here in Colorado. And they're small. I probably, the two of us probably have more inventory than she carries, but she orders and gets new stuff every single day. So every time I go in there, I know she's getting new stuff. Like, every time I've been in, there's, there might be one or two pieces that I may recognize, but it's all brand new stuff all the time.
Do you guys know, like, when you go to the mall and you've done this, I've done this, and I've gone to like Old Navy or even Target, and I found something I like, and then I put it back because I'm like, I don't want this right now. But you go a few days later to get it, and you come back and it's gone, or like it's gone in your size. And you're like, what the heck? This is the same principle. Mm-hmm. Like, we are just, instead of at the mall, we're in our own homes.
Yeah. One thing, like, I worked at Macy's. I did the visual design at Macy's, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like all the displays at the stores, all the mannequins, all that kind of stuff. And we had to work with our display team, and the display team is the ones who set up the floor plans, like how the floor changes. We changed floor plans every 2 days. Every 2 days. And so it didn't matter that we didn't have new stuff, just moving it around like created something new. And so if you're posting all the time, your person who was shopping for an Irma and then decided 3 days later they needed leggings, they might not have shopped your leggings, even though you might not have gotten any new ones. They're still looking for it. So, be consistent and order.
Okay. It says new consultants should be adding 50 to 100 pieces to their inventory each month at an average cost of $750 to $1,500. This comes directly out of your gross profit and is applied to new product purchases. Consultants should be looking to carry more inventory in each of the sizes and styles that they are representing before they look to purchase new styles. So like starting with your initial inventories, most of you are getting Nicole or Julia's,
Randy's, Irma's, Cassie's,
Randy's,
Classics,
Lindsay's,
Maxie's.
So try to get 10 to 15 in each size in every style. So if you're carrying Irmas, 10 extra smalls, 10 extra smalls, 10 smalls, you know, or 15 even. Try to build that and then start adding new styles.
Yeah.
I know that Kelly and Carla mentioned this, that when they're adding a new style, they order like 1 or 2 of each size. And then until they have like 5 to 7 of each size, like they just hold them in their house and they don't post them until they have enough variety to show people. But then you're not getting duplicates as well, as in like starting a new style. So.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys listened to the call from Patrick today, the training call, which, by the way, was amazing. If you guys ever miss a call with Patrick, like, shame on you. Like, he's amazing, and he spills secrets like it's going out of style. So I'm not going to tell you what he told us today because it was pretty awesome. But basically, there's a lot of cool stuff coming. But anyways, he said that, you know, obviously our most popular, like, sizes are, like, small to extra large. But he told us, obviously, medium is the biggest size that they sell, or most quantity in any style. It doesn't matter. Followed by 2 extra small, then extra small, then extra large. So if you're thinking about what sizes you need to carry, like, be conscious of that. Like, we were able, like, since convention, we have not been able to get our hands on any 2 extra small Carlies. And we were able to get some today, by the skin of our teeth. And, like, we ordered a mass quantity today because we know that that's what's selling for us right now. Mm-hmm. And so it's, again, one of those sizes that obviously is selling a lot of because the Carly run's big. So the smaller sizes tend to, you know, sell out faster. But it's like using that information, like being part of the company, like taking part in the calls and like being in the know, like that makes a huge difference in your business. Like if you guys don't
the reason that Aaron and I knew that Carly's went up is because Patrick told us. He was like, oh, and by the way, we just put them up.
Yeah, like
so that's why Aaron and I were like, okay. Like,
yeah, like I had no idea because I literally had checked them not even 5 minutes before he said that. As soon as he said that, it was like boom. Like he told us Sarah's, they just got 67,000 units of Sarah's. So those should be today or tomorrow. Yeah. So if you're looking for Sarah's, but that's the kind of stuff, like if you're not, you know, like participating in the calls, you're not hearing that stuff. Mm-hmm. So, you know, just make sure you guys know that, like, expect those kind of things to happen. Like LuLaRoe is kind of predictable. Like they kind of aren't, but they kind of are. And so, you know, just be smart. Be, like I said, be in the know. Like make it a priority to, you know, follow up on training calls, follow up on just getting more information.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to share this next one. So for a new consultant who's cruise qualifying or looking to cruise qualify, here is an easy breakdown. $12,000 a month to cruise qualify is about $6,000 in buying new inventory. So that means that you are taking home $6,000. And this is just about approximate because a lot of the numbers, like you make them a lot more than 50%. Like the Julia guys, you make like 70% on that one.
Because you buy it for 18 and you sell it for
45. Okay.
That's crazy.
And so on the high end, new consultants that are trying to cruise qualify are investing $1,500 extra each month. So that means that you're buying about 100 more pieces. So that means you're replenishing what you have plus adding at least 150 new pieces. So if you do that, like you're still making $4,500 if you're trying to cruise qualify. Like, and I know that a lot of you guys think that cruise qualifying is really difficult. And like Aaron and I thought that it was going to be impossible, but we're almost done with our second round of doing it. And it's not been,
and we're not at the minimum, like 12,000, you know, to get there, which if you can get there, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Be super proud of yourself.
Super awesome.
But for us, like we do, you know, we know what we do in our months. And so we know like what we can hit. And even though the summer was a little slower for us,
we still hit every month.
We still hit every single month.
We kept ordering. Like even though everyone kept saying sales were down, like our sales have definitely been lower than at the beginning of the year, but we also haven't been ordering as much either.
Yeah.
But we still order.
Yeah, we still order. I would say like on a slow month for us, we're probably ordering 300 to 500 pieces, and on a busy month, it's like 500 plus that we're ordering per month. So, and like Carla just said, like she was shocked at how easy it was so far for them to qualify, because this is their last month, I believe, qualifying. And that's how Melissa and I felt last year when we did it. Like we just set the goal, and by the last month, we were like, oh. That was
okay.
Like,
yeah,
you know, because you get your momentum going and you're like, yeah, I can do this. Because as your momentum is building and you're ordering, your customers know that you're ordering, so they're continually coming to you to buy.
Well, and the thing with ordering more often as well, you don't miss out on, I mean, obviously you're going to miss out on prints because they only make 5,000 and there's 35,000 of us. But if you are consistently ordering, you will get a lot of those unicorn prints, and you'll probably get a lot of them too if you're just consistently ordering. Like people complain, like I used to do this because Erin and I used to not order as much as Kira, and Kira was getting like leggings by the hundreds and selling every single pair. And I would be like, what the crap are we not doing? And we were only ordering like 5 2-packs of leggings per package. And that was all, like Kira would order like 50 like every time. So she was getting every print and selling them. And I'm like, how come I'm not getting those? Is because I wasn't ordering them. Like, so I'm like, oh, duh. Like, that's the reason I'm not getting stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. But on the, like, I got to show this to you guys because it's going to blow your mind.
It's going to blow
and you'll be like,
mind.
oh, I made a visual. Okay, so this is our team's sales. This is everyone on our team. I didn't count people that just had gotten their initial inventory and hadn't done sales yet, because I thought that was kind of, it didn't really make sense.
Yeah. You're outliers.
So you're outliers. So I just didn't include people that hadn't done, that had gotten their initial and hadn't done sales yet. So let me show you this. This is our team. So like your sales directly correlate with what you're ordering. So like, obviously there's a few exceptions. Like some people, like this person here, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but this person near the 50 here that ordered 50 pieces and did like a couple $100 in sales is much different than this person that ordered 50 and has done like, you know, 3,000 in sales. But that also could be this person is brand new, just got their inventory. This person could have a lot more inventory. But most of all, you know, you guys take the line and you draw it up. Like most of the people are right around selling and like gaining like what they're ordering. So like this right here, guys, at the very top, this is Kelly and Carla right here. Like see what they're ordering and this is what they're selling. Like it directly correlates. Okay, so now let me show you. This is everybody on the Unicorn Empire that has made over $10,000 this month and what they're ordering and what they're selling. So obviously there's those people that haven't ordered as much, but they probably have a bigger inventory. But the people that are in like the $300 to $600 range, like look at, they're all making between $10,000 and $18,000, every single one of them. And they're all cruise qualifying because they're putting the money in to make it back. So I was going to show you guys. I made one more.
For a couple months, it's gone. Not everybody got shorted.
I don't know who that is. Ah! Oh, how did I do that? Anyways,
Pink line.
Pink line here. So here's our team here and the people. So this is everybody. Like, and you guys, there's a lot, it's hard to, like, I went through the entire field report and they're, like, this is the entire field report and this is everybody that made over $10,000. But, like, just look at, like, this is our, most of our team down here and this is everybody here. Like, you are, what you're ordering is what you're selling. Like, you can, it's tit for tat, basically. It is. That's what it is. Like, so the people that want to cruise qualify, like, and I know we've said this before, like, you have to order 400 pieces to sell 400 pieces. It's just, like you may order 100 pieces, and every single you might get an entire box of unicorns, but usually you sell like probably 30% of what you get. So if you're continually ordering, like you're getting what you're paying for.
Yeah. Basically, you guys, this is not rocket science. Like, really, it's not. You order, you sell. You order, you sell. I understand 100% that there are lots of you that have full-time jobs and are working this business when you can, how you can, but it's that whole, like, keep this business as a business. Like, this is legit. Like, these numbers, like Melissa showed you, that's not a lie. That is from LuLaRoe, exactly what they're reporting, like what you're ordering, what you're selling. Like, it's not made up. You see the direct, like, I mean, everyone has to see it and hear it a different way, but that is just, like, right in front of you. Like, you order, you sell. You order, you sell. Like, again, it's just, like Mel said, we can talk till we're blue in the face. I don't know what it takes for some people to understand it. Like, if you're, like, sitting at home going, I don't understand why I'm not successful. Well, what are you doing? Like, first, like, think about it. Like, am I ordering? Am I doing in-home pop-ups? Am I promoting my business? Or am I sitting at home wondering why I'm not successful? Like, it's not a rocket science kind of thing. Like, this is probably the easiest the easiest business to make work. Like, it doesn't mean that that's not hard work. It's just
you have to be willing to do it. So, like, I know that you guys see Kelly and Carla, you guys see us, you guys see Kira, and I'm sure you see other people in LuLaRoe, and you're like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? And probably the very first thing is ordering. Like, I left Blondie out of the comparison because she made the graph really, really small and her, like, point was way up here. But like, they've probably done more by this point, but at that point they'd almost done $70,000 in sales, but they ordered 17,000 pieces or 1,700 pieces. So I'm like, yes, they are selling a lot, but they're ordering a lot too. It's not like they ordered 400 pieces and they were like, oh my gosh, we made $80,000.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't happen that way. Like, they're buying all the inventory to sell it. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And, like, you guys, I know that, like, it's frustrating when you get back orders and stuff happens. Like, Melissa and I have thousands of dollars in back orders right now, and it totally sucks. You know, like, we understand that. We, you know, empathize with you guys, or sympathize, whichever one it is. We know your frustrations. We know your feelings because we've been there. We're in the same boat. We all are. And so, like, you just can't make that excuse like, oh, well, my stuff's on back order, so I don't have any of my stuff. Like, I think I saw Amanda Lucero post this, or someone reposted it for her, and it was like, just get the clothes in front of people. That is your job, is to, like, you know, a lot of people blame LuLaRoe. Oh, well, Audrey doesn't work. I'm not getting my deposits. I'm not this. I'm not that. Well, you know what? Screw that. Those are all just excuses for why you're not doing it. Like, your job as a consultant is to get the clothes in front of the people. Mm-hmm. That's it. They sell themselves. You just have to get people there, whatever that takes.
Well, and I know that Audrey is sometimes slow with deposits, and Erin and I know this. I will tell you, the best thing that Erin and I decided to do for our business was to get a credit card with miles on it. So for one, we buy all of our inventory with it, so we get to fly for free basically whenever we need to fly. And number two, we don't need to wait for our deposits to make an order. Like, today when Carly's went up, guys, like, I'm not kidding. Like, I spent like $3,000 on Carly's because I was like, I know we're going to sell them, so I'm buying this much of it. So, and we have the money in our account, but Erin and I just use our business card for everything. Like, that was the smartest decision we've made because we don't have to wait for Audrey. We just put it on our card, and at the end of the month, we just pay the card off. Like, that's all we do. And it's like, sometimes when you maybe are having slower sales, it's good just to have a backup to be like, okay, I really just need some new leggings. I really just need, make a 33-piece order that costs you $700 and put it on the card and then pay it off maybe later. And I know that sounds maybe backwards to some people, and I'm totally going against Dave Ramsey here. But this is a business, and if you want your business to flourish, you have to move it forward.
Yeah.
And if you're seriously at a stalemate, like ordering new inventory is the best way to get you out of your rut.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say something and it went away. Oh, okay, that's what I was talking about. So new girls. So most of our team has probably been a consultant like 6 weeks or less. So you probably just maxed out your credit card to get your initial or used every last penny you had. But like, I think it's our responsibility as older consultants to let the newer girls know, even though the initial inventory package is like $5,000, you really need to almost plan to have double that amount when you first start off. Because yeah, you get those 300 pieces, but it's like,
you need to order like immediately.
Yeah. Like I think girls forget.
We have your launch party.
Yeah.
You sell like between, 10 and depending on your friends, family, the work that you put in, you can sell between 10 and 100 pieces probably just off your launch. And you need to order that immediately. And that money's not going to be there immediately, especially with your first deposit into Audrey. That's why, like, when you guys sign up, you need to have a little bit of a cushion. Or like we said, like, call your credit card company that you set your card up with and be like, hey, I really just need an extra like $500 or $1,000. Like, and a lot of the time they will do it. Like the other day, Erin and I needed to do something, and I was like, I'm going to call the card company. And they were like, here's $15,000.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay.
More on top of
And I have not had we've had this card for like 3 or 4 months. Mm-hmm. And like, they usually do not. But because I'm paying it off, like, because I put on and pay off, they were like, okay, she's not a liability, so here's more money. So I'm like, okay, that works for me.
Yeah. And like, you guys, we're telling you what we do and what works for us. Your system or how you do it might not be that way, but you just want to be aware and be smart about how you're purchasing. Like someone I think asked up here, like, hold on. You're new, so how much would you put to the cart versus new inventory? We kind of went over that in one of the slides. You want to try to add 100 to 250 new pieces each month. So
if you're brand new, I would say probably 50 to 100 a month.
But basically,
until your initial is paid off.
Yeah, like try to do, like make sure when you're selling 33 pieces that you're ordering immediately, and then order like, maybe instead of 33 pieces, maybe order like 40 pieces. So you're slowly, building that up, or order like 50 pieces. So don't be afraid to just start ordering.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm going to be like super transparent with you guys right now, because I want you to see it. Okay. This is how much Erin and I, should I do profit or spent first? Spent. Okay. This is how much Erin and I have spent this year on LuLaRoe. Oh, wait. Okay. This is how much Erin and I have made this year with LuLaRoe. This is everything that's come through Audrey, and this is everything that's come. Does it include bonus checks? I can't remember. It might include some bonus checks, but mostly this is just profit. But let me show you guys something else. This is our other screen. This is how much we've spent. But this also includes like Erin and I's paychecks. So you kind of have to disclaim it. But this is, oh wait, why is it doing that? Okay. Can you guys see this one? Can you see the spending? Can you see it? Yeah. Maybe? Okay. This is how much Erin and I have spent. In business expenses, it has like our paychecks in it. So you have to, can you see, did you see spending, or have you seen both of them? Can you see both? You haven't seen both of them?
I can't see both.
Okay. Which one have you guys seen? Just saw spending? Oh, you guys did see spending? Okay. So Erin and I says business expenses. That includes our paychecks as well. So let me get out of this one. Let me share this one. This is how much we've made. Can you guys see this one?
The income.
The income. Okay.
No, I don't know.
So like that's what Erin and I have done this year. So you guys can see, like, obviously it's a little bit different because it doesn't show like the breakdown of our paychecks or anything, but we're spending a lot. Like we spend a lot on inventory, but we also are getting that back too. And I just think you guys can do exactly that. Like Erin and I didn't do anything special. And like, I love Kira and she is the best. She's been the best sponsor for Erin and I, but Erin and I never relied on Kira for us to run our business. I came to Kira with concerns, with questions, with like maybe how to handle a customer in a certain way, but we never were like, why aren't we successful? Kira, make it happen for us. We made it happen for ourselves. And if you guys want it badly enough, you can make it happen for yourself.
Yeah, and if you ask Kira about her sponsor, she would say the same thing, or even worse. Like,
yeah, Kira, where are you at, girl?
She ran away.
Where are you at, girl?
I'm here.
There you are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My sponsor did nicely. My sponsor did 0 for me. Like absolutely big whopping nothing. So yeah, there's that.
So don't blame like your success or your non-success on your sponsor or like other people, because like what comes down to it is you. Like you're the one promoting yourself, you're the one out there like making it work, booking your parties, doing the stuff to make your business successful. Like they're not doing that. We're here to help you with whatever you need and be your encouragers, but we know when we're supposed to back off. Like that's why we do these trainings every week, is because we know that we're giving you the tools to make yourself successful. You just have to go and do it. Like you have to implement what we're teaching you. So where did our thing go? Oh, I'm just watching Kira. Sione, what's up, man? Sione.
This is just funny. This is really funny because you guys, we did that training with Phil and Danielle a few months ago. I don't know if you guys remember, but he just texted me because I asked him for like his numbers and he gave me his top selling on his team. Okay. So his top sellers, like this month. So bought 298 pieces, sold 18,893. Bought 452 pieces, sold 14,531. Just okay. Bought 454 pieces, sold 16,432. 834 pieces, sold $25,927. Bought 733 pieces, sold 17,566. Bought 698 pieces, sold 27,447. Okay, here's the kickers. Bought 2,523 pieces and sold $91,092. And someone bought 4,262.
Who the freak are these people?
But they sold $143,332. People, like this isn't because we're not. Look, you can see in my text message. Like that's from Phil. Can you see it?
No.
Ah! Can you see it?
Yeah.
There you go. Those are his top people on his team. It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah. Like we said, like these are like, it's not hard to do. It's like you can see in every number, like the direct correlation between ordering and selling. And I don't even think it matters like how big your group is. Like it's not about like, oh, I have 10,000 people in my group, so I should be selling that much. Like Phil and Danielle have like 27,000 people in their shopping group, and you saw what they did. I mean, they did great numbers, but that's not even like near as much as, you know, that other person who bought 4,600 pieces. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even think about that. Like,
is it possible to qualify for the cruise if you're just starting this month?
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Melissa,
yes.
Melissa
Erin and I cruise qualified our first 4 months as consultants.
Yeah.
Like, we were done. Like, we signed up in January. We were done in April.
Yep. 100% possible. And that was not even like, I don't even think we started selling till the middle of the month for January. And that was, again, January 2015, where there were 700 consultants. So you want to talk about paving some roads for LuLaRoe. Like, we did not even do like we sold on Instagram and that was it. And did
in-homes. Like, we didn't have a, remember Kira probably had the first VIP group on Facebook, and she kept saying, Melissa, you need to have a VIP group. And I was like, no.
Well, Melissa set ours up, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, I was so angry at her. I was like, really? That's one more freaking place I have to post. Are you kidding me? So
that's how we met each other, was on Instagram.
Yeah, that's how we met Kira. So, like, we bought holiday skirts from her, and she didn't even remember.
I was too busy, you know?
She's too busy.
Too busy hustling and selling the skirts, you know?
Yeah, so, like, it is not impossible. In fact, I think your first month that you get all your inventory is probably your easiest month to do it, because everything's new. Everything's
awesome.
Yeah.
You're so excited.
Yeah, you're, like, screaming up from the rooftops. Like, I started LuLaRoe. Like, come get my stuff. It's just that consistent, like, once you post, like, you order.
Yeah.
Post, order. Post, order.
Well, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. Hopefully you have. But Erin and I are doing a giveaway this month for people that order. So if you order, like, 50 pieces, you're getting you get in the raffle for your $25 gift card. If you order 175, you get a $75 gift card. And if you order over 300 pieces, you get entered into getting an iPad. And this is like, and it's on the page. So if you haven't seen it, go look on the page. But honestly, I haven't looked at it yet, but I think Kelly and Carla are the only ones that have ordered over 300 pieces. So they will be raffling against themselves. Okay, but we asked Kira to be here because she rocks. And yes, she does. Mm-hmm. So, like, Kira, I need you to tell everyone how important, and then ask her questions. Any questions that you want.
Okay, first, Lana has to say hi to her cousin. So.
Hi! Hi, Grace.
Okay, I love you.
Bye.
Love you, Lana.
Okay, so I am a big believer that you have to spend money to make money. So the reason that I say that is, like, if you don't have like new stuff coming all the time, and you're just kind of throwing up the same stuff over and over and over again, people are going to start noticing that. Or if you just, like, post everything and you leave it up all the time, people are going to look at that and they're going to be like, oh, this says that it was posted over a week ago. And then they'll think, well, nobody's claimed it yet, so it must not be that great. So I'm not going to go bid on that, or not bid on it. I'm not going to go claim that. Buy it. Hey, guys. Sony, I need you to be the manny right now and get the kids out of here. Go brush your hair or something. Okay, sorry. No. Okay. My kids, you know, it's like they weren't in here until I started actually talking. So anyway, so in the beginning, in the first 3 months that I sold LuLaRoe, I reinvested every single penny back into it. And then I paid my mom off within 3 months because I borrowed the money from my mom. So I paid her back in 3 months, like 3 months to the day I paid her off. But that was also with me ordering like $40,000 in inventory. So and online wasn't even around back then. It is a lot easier now to get on and sell online. But at the same time, some people, like, if it's not really working for you, that's totally okay, because we have, like, so many different outlets. You can do Facebook Live. If Facebook Live isn't working for you, then you go to Periscope. If Periscope isn't working for you, then go post some pictures on your VIP group. If that's not working, then, oh my gosh, in-home pop-ups, because guess what? That's what this whole business was, like, built on, in-home pop-ups. personally, I don't really like doing them, but you know what I do like? I like having in-home shoppers. So I let local people know that if they want to come and shop, they can come and shop. So just because one thing isn't working for you doesn't mean that those 4 other things aren't going to work for you, 4 or 5 other things. This business is so awesome because you can work it in totally different ways. And one of those ways is going to work for you. So I just want to tell you guys, like, there's days that I don't even want to get out of bed. Like, just to be completely honest with you. There are some days I don't want to get on Facebook Live. I don't want to get on Periscope. They're just days that I really just don't want to do anything. I suffer from pretty bad anxiety. And if you guys have never had anxiety, you don't understand, but it kind of like, it always feels like something's wrong, like something's going to happen and you kind of get scared and your chest gets real tense and stuff. So a lot of people think everything comes easy for me, right? Because you guys just see me as, I've been doing this for almost 2 years also, by the way. So you can't really compare yourselves to me, or you can't compare yourselves to Erin and Melissa, or to Brownie or to Blondie, or like any of these people that you see. You can't compare yourself. And the reason being is because we have had to really hustle. We've had to freaking kick ass. Like, sorry to say ass, but just to boom. Anyways, but we've had to hustle. We've had to, oh, sorry, Grace. Hide your children. But we really have had to hustle. I've had to drag myself out of bed a lot of days that I did not want to get out of bed. I'm not getting emotional. But there's just been those days. So just know that you're not like alone in that. I know that there's people on here that you guys work 40 hours a week too on top of doing this, and you're still doing amazing. And I just like, bravo to you, seriously, because this is my one job and it's still a struggle. So really, like, good on you for that. But so I just wanted to say, like, make sure that every day you're hustling and that you're not making excuses. And like, we're leaving out of town tomorrow and I don't want to get on Facebook Live, but guess what? We're getting on Facebook Live and I already cruise qualified, but guess what? It doesn't matter because I'm going to keep going. I want to keep my people interested. I got a new order today and I want to keep people interested. So I'm going to do it because people want it. Right now I'm waiting on 7 orders. Okay. My orders from the 16th just shipped, but I myself am waiting on 7 orders. So know that you're not alone in that. Also, I don't use any extra money to purchase my inventory. I just hustle and sell, and I use that money that I get from selling to purchase more. I don't just replace what I sold. I actually order more on top of that, and I order whatever's selling at that time. If you haven't been able to get Carly's, guess what? I did a sell last week where I didn't get any Carly's, and I sold other things, and we made $3,000. So guess what? Just because you don't have Carly's, that's not an excuse either, because I got on and I sold $3,000 worth of like leggings and stuff that I've had forever. A bunch of ugly stuff too that I was like, I've had for like months. And I'm like, oh, you want this? Oh, this is the cutest shirt ever. You just got to talk things up. Wear the clothes every day. Can I just tell you, I've met some people who, like, I'm out and about and then they're like, oh, is that LuLaRoe? I sell. And I'm looking at them like, really, girl? Because you ain't got nothing on LuLaRoe. But if you're not wearing it, then how are people going to know that you sell it? So if you're going out somewhere, I mean, at least wear one piece of it. And then when you're doing your Facebook Live, you're doing Periscope, something that I like to do is if somebody buys, like, say they buy a plain black Amelia or a plain black Nicole or a gray Anna or whatever, I'm like, girl, you want to know what would look real good with this and make it pop? And I'll go get a Joy and I'll be like, boom, look at that. Upsell. So you guys want to, like, when you're selling one thing, complement it with another, because probably 9 times out of 10, people will buy both things because you're showing them that they look cute together. So upsell, is kind of basic retail 101. I always have something coming. So like I have 7 orders coming, but I always have something coming. And instead of ordering one big order, I do smaller orders. So instead of, like, if I need 100 pieces, what I personally do, you don't have to do this, it's just what I do because I find that it gets me like the most variety, is I do like 3 33-piece orders. So if I need Madisons and I need like 5 more, then on one order, I'll order 2 Madisons, and then on the next one, I'll order 3. And what I found with that is that way I don't get a lot of duplicates and I get a lot of different stuff. Because if you guys think about how often they're like taking stuff out of those bins and packing boxes, it's all day, every day. They're going through that like crazy. So you're more likely to get a bunch of different stuff if you do it in smaller orders. But always have something new coming. Go ahead and post all of your stuff. If you just do pictures, take all your pictures down and repost them often. And don't keep your stuff up all week long. So just if you have stuff have it posted for 2 days, give people a warning like, hey, I'm about to pull this down, go and grab whatever you want real quick, and then take it all down the next week or whenever you decide to do it, put it back up. So when you put it back up, then people are going to like, even if people have been in your group and they've seen it, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Happens to me all the flipping time. Like I have customers that shop with me every week and they'll like, look, I'm sure they've seen something like 3 or 4 times and then they will all of a sudden buy it and think it's the cutest thing ever. And I'm like, okay, it's been here for 3 weeks, but all right, like it's all yours. You know what I mean? So there's that. Talked about that. Wait, there's one other thing. Let's see. Okay, so we're talking about the trade site. So yes, you guys probably see me on there a lot looking for Carly's, all right, because I'm a little addicted and I pay MAP and whatnot, all right? But I don't get on there. Yeah, I saw you, Devin, Caitlin. I was trying to be like this. But I get on there and I look for stuff for myself, but I for sure don't purchase a lot on there when people are destashing just because I'm like, it's not really worth it because you're paying shipping and you're also like not ordering the new stuff. So, I mean, if you need like a lot of stuff, order. Like if you're going to be, I've personally had people like buy a bunch for me and they'll buy like a lot. And I'm like, you probably should just be ordering. So it's kind of a good and bad thing. So definitely try to like destash things on there, but don't like take that money and rebuy stuff off of that trade site or off the trade site with that money, or don't take that money and use it towards personal expenses. Okay. That's one of the biggest things. I see people, they do that. They get rid of stuff on the trade site and then they spend that money on something else because a lot of times when it's in PayPal, it's like, ooh, it's my fun money and I could go spend it on whatever I want. I could go buy some new teaks or whatever. No, you want to put that money back into your business. All right. So that's something I was thinking with that. But really just like, so I've ordered $10,000 worth of inventory this month. And that's not because I get big bonus checks. Okay. I don't even use that money. I have my money that I do from sales and that is in my business account and that's what I use. So I always have money in there for when like Carly's come up. Okay. So Carly's come up. I'm like, boom, 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 ACH debit or whatever thing from my bank account. I know it's there because I've had my deposits in there and the deposits from Audrey have been going in like a day. They've been going so quick. I've been like really impressed with it. So don't think that just because I get like bigger bonus checks that you guys think that, oh, well, that's easy for Kira to spend $10,000 on inventory because she gets those big bonus checks. No, I don't even use that to buy my inventory. And I've done 13,500 in sales so far. And that's not including the 7 boxes that are on their way, you know? So I got 1 today and I have 7 more coming. And that's part of that 10,000 that I've spent. So my sales are actually being more than that. But even if I like just stopped here and, like I bought 10,000 inventory and I made 13,500. I still made $3,500 in a freaking month. And that's not even counting like all the stuff that I've ordered. So definitely reinvest in your business when you have something new coming and you're getting all those new prints. People are going to be paying attention to you. And then you also just want to get people to know that, dang, Kelly, get it, girl. She spent out that much too. So like you want to make sure that people get to know you. So if you're not comfortable with doing Facebook Live or Periscope yet, like just record yourself and make a video for your group. Before Facebook Live and Periscope, I used to just make a bunch of stupid videos. Don't ever watch them. Just post them. Just make them and post them. Don't rehearse them. Nothing like that. There was one day that I was laying in, or I told my mom, because everybody's waiting for me to post at 10 o'clock, because I told my customers I'm going to post at 10 o'clock. And so I told my mom, I was like, because my office used to be at her place, and I said, come record me and act like I'm still in bed. So she came in and she like was recording me and she's like, Kira, I want you to post. And I'm like, I'm too tired. Like, no, I don't want to get up out of bed. You know, we just made stupid videos. And so then I was like, just kidding. And like, I was all ready to go. And I was like, we're posting now. Like, you just make stupid videos. Let people know that you're human, that you like to have fun. And that's what's going to make you memorable. I don't really agree with doing multi-consultant sales. And I'll tell you that's because I don't really feel like you get to form a relationship with the customer. So I do have a girl in my downline that all she does is multi-consultant sales, and she doesn't understand why she doesn't have any traffic to her VIP page. And I'm like, well, because you're concentrating on this mass customer base instead of concentrating on the people who have chosen to be in your group. So just be leery of that and build those relationships with the people in your group. That's what I've seen be like the best for me in my business. So I just challenge you to do that. Like I'm not saying like don't do them ever, but try not to do them too often, because then people in your VIP group are kind of getting like left to the side. Oh, how do you get more people to your group? Okay. I am the hugest believer in Instagram. I post to Instagram every single freaking day. Even if I don't feel like it, I will find a picture from a week ago. Like right now, I go post nothing because I got adult acne. So obviously it's going to be a picture from some other time. But it's there. Melissa, it's there. Anyway, it has its own like navel base. It's so big. So so I post on Instagram every single day. I have my group name on my Instagram page, or like my link to my VIP group is in my Instagram bio. And so when people come and they like find me by hashtags or whatever, like if so today I'm wearing a Carly, right? So I would put hashtag LuLaRoe Carly. If I had a Joy on, I'd put hashtag LuLaRoe Joy. I try to like take pictures and wear at least 2 to 3 pieces of clothing. And then I hashtag it on Instagram because people actually search those hashtags. So once they search those, then they find you. And then if they like you, or if you like, you know, I like to kind of put some humor with mine a lot of times. So if people like read the captions, they're like, oh, okay, this girl's funny. I want to go follow her. They'll go to my Instagram bio and then they'll just click on my VIP link and it takes them straight to my Facebook page. And then the other thing to get followers, I don't really suggest doing giveaways for people to like, hey, I'll give you free leggings if you add 20 people or whatever. I used to do that in the beginning. Hey, Nicole, there you go. We muted it. So I used to do that in the beginning. I don't do that now, but I can tell you this last weekend we were out of town and I had 128 requests that I needed to approve from Saturday and Sunday. And I guarantee you it's all from Instagram because I wasn't really doing anything else. And then also put it in your Periscope profile and don't give up on Periscope. Don't give up on Periscope and Facebook Live. Just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. So yeah, sorry, I've talked way too long. But basically, spend money to make money. Work your freaking butt off. Hustle every freaking day. My lifestyle is right now, Carla. That's why I noticed the time. I was like, oh, crap. I'm going to have a mutiny. But anyway, Melissa and Aaron are, they're really close to Coach, guys, and I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of you guys for hustling. You guys have a really wonderful team. Monica, congratulations to Monica if she's on here for making trainer. That's super awesome. But Melissa and Aaron, they know what they're doing. I have been with them for a long time. I'm going to get emotional because I love them so much. They're my sisters, and they care about you guys a lot. They're always texting me, telling me, like, good things about you, and, like, they're really concerned about you guys and the team, and just trust in them. And I love you. Okay, that's it.
You're gonna make me emotional.
I know.
I'm a social crier.
Oh, wait, we're muted.
No, I unmuted
Oh,
us.
you did unmute us. That's right. Well, thank you, Kira, for all those nice things. You can leave if you do need to get to your sale. But kind of like what Kira said, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but we have 3 people on our team right now that are trying to make trainer. Monica already hit it, so that's the 4th. But they need, for us to get, like, obviously we need your all's help to hit the next rank. But obviously, I care about Devin and Caitlin so much. And I care about Rachel and Ashley so much. I care about Monica so much. And your downlines are, like, and everybody's downlines is amazing. And I know that we wanted to do this for you guys because we wanted to show you the importance of ordering, but not only does it help you, it helps your sponsor. Like, I can't tell you, like, the amount of, like, I just can't even tell you. Like, the more that you order and the more that you are selling, you will just have people come and ask to be on your team. Like, you won't even have to go recruit. It just happens. Like, Erin and I had that today. Like, we had a conference call with a girl today that was like, I've been watching you for a long time and I'm ready now. And we're like, all right, let's get you signed up. You know, like, Erin and I have not recruited one person. Like, we've not done it. But, like, for us to be successful, like, you guys have to be successful. And not that we want to make money off of you, or it has nothing to do with that. It is more, I see the potential in you guys, and I want it for you, and I want it so badly. Like, there's a lot of you guys out there that
need this.
That need it so bad. And I know you can do it if you just put your time into your business. Like, I'm thinking of a lot of girls on our team right now that are struggling with personal things that I won't air to everyone, but they're going through some crappy stuff in their lives, and they're trying as hardest as they can to make this work for them. And like, if you guys just, like, I don't know how to, like, just order your 50 pieces for the month. Just order for your 33 for the month. You guys just order. It helps you out and it helps them out. Like, this is all, like, we're all a family here. Like, and you know, they always say this on conference calls, like, a rising tide lifts all ships. So you guys, you know, help each other out. Like, help out your sponsors. Like, they can't help you if you seriously aren't ordering. Like, I think that's the bottom line. Like, obviously we can all sell, but if you're not ordering, like, we can't do anything for you because you have nothing to sell and you have nothing to offer new people. I mean, besides your dazzling personality. But like, the bottom line to everything in this business is the business part, which is having inventory. That's the whole thing. That's what makes this whole thing go round, is having the pieces to put in front of people.
It's not a secret. I think
not a secret.
We told you guys in training last week when I said, like, booking pop-ups, like, the secret is asking.
Secret's asking.
The secret is asking. Well, the secret to more sales is ordering inventory. Well, I kind of stuttered that. Ordering inventory. It's like, you know, Kira kind of said it for us, but like, we just care about you guys so much. We care about this team so much. Like, you know, it's Melissa and I every day are just like talking about how can we help them? How can we do this? How can we do that? And, you know, there's two of us, but sometimes it's hard to reach out to every person individually, even our direct. Sometimes it's hard to get to each of you, but just like, know that like, we are here, like, no matter what. Like, we have our husbands that help us do the day-to-day stuff, so we can be there to help you with questions, with like, you know, if you seriously are so frustrated and like, I'm not successful, what do I need to do? You know, don't be shy. Like, ask your sponsor, ask us, like, ask whoever you need to. Like, don't give up on yourself, because if you don't want it, like, we can't want it for you and we can't do it for you. So we do want it for you, but you have to want it first. It's like, you know, when people are like, this sounds terrible, but like, and people have like addiction problems, like, it's, you know, like, you can't get help unless you want to be helped.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's why we have like Devin and Caitlin and Monica and Rachel and Ashley, like, they are more than willing if you just ask them to help. Like, it doesn't matter if they're your sponsor or not. Like, somebody that is working the business is more than happy to share.
Yeah, somebody who, like, the thing is, like, Melissa and I have reached out to people who are very successful in the company and have heard nothing from them. Like, asking them to help us with the training or something and heard nothing. But then we have all these other people who are more than willing to, you know, like, take their time to come and help anybody, you know, and it's the difference in, like, that whole, like Melissa said, like, the tide rises all the ships. Like, we all can't be successful unless we're a team. Like Melissa said, like, yeah, Melissa and I, we think we do pretty well, but we wouldn't do half as well without you guys, you know, not because, you know, it's a downline thing, but just because, like, you know, you guys all do like Red Sugar Marketplace every week, which is awesome. That's really hard for us to participate in, but, you know, I know you guys work it, and you're like, as a team, you come together and you do those things. And it's like, that's what makes everybody that much better, is using each other as assets.
Well, like, and the worst thing for me, guys, is I don't like signing people up that spend $6,000-$7,000 and then they do nothing. Like, that is the worst. Like, not just for them, but I feel like I've failed them. Like, that's why Erin and I try to be as transparent as possible. Like, I don't want you to sign up for this if you're not going to put your money back in, because we've had people that put the initial investment in. So like they put $5,000-$6,000 in and they make $2,000 back and they go pay all their bills. And I'm like, why did you just, and then they're like, oh, I don't have money to order inventory. I'm like, I know it sucks, and money really sucks for some, like, money sucks for everybody, you know, like you always have something that's coming around the corner, but like if you just focus and like, you guys signed up to do a business. Like, it wasn't $6,000 one time. It's $6,000 all the time. Like, we're always throwing our money at LuLaRoe. Like, it's not just the one time. If you want to be successful, it's all the time. Like, that is the worst thing that you can do, is put the money in once and be done and expect to make hundreds and thousands of dollars. Like, the people that are making hundreds and thousands of dollars are putting in hundreds and thousands of dollars. Like, it's a continual process, and that's how the business world works. Like, you know, like, I can't even think of, like, just even Verizon phones. Like, they're getting money all the time from people having their phones, but they're putting money back in, always making their networks better. Like, there's a reason, you know, like, they put money back in, get money, you know. Yeah. And we hope that we are on the green side of things, making money, but you're not going to get to the green side of things if you don't sacrifice a little bit. And I think that's the part that people don't understand, is that, like, there's a big sacrifice. Like, right now, like, Jordan and I are trying, I told you guys how much debt that we had. Like, I told you in like January, but Jordan and I had like $40,000 of like consumer debt. And, like, this month we have, how much do we have left?
I don't know.
I think it's like 8. There's like 8,000 left. And like, that's with us just working LuLaRoe right now. So like, I'm not there yet, but I'm willing to sacrifice, you know, I'm willing to sacrifice not buying new clothes. Well, I don't need to buy new clothes because Lula does that for me. I don't need to go buy new shoes, and I don't need to go buy all this stuff because that's my goal. I think that should be the same thing with Lula. Like, if you want to be successful, like, be willing to put the money in.
Yep. Yeah. And I know we're not talking about teams, and we'll just be kind of brief, but like, if you're successful, that's what's going to pull the people to you. So like, if you want to have a team, don't focus on having a team, because it'll just come.
Focus on sales.
Yeah.
I think sales is really, that's where it all comes in.
Yeah. And guys, we're going into we're in the second half of the year, but these are the busiest months of the year. You know, like, you might be slow, but I mean, seriously, like, it takes off. Like, it's like a flip of the switch usually. It's like you're slow, and then all of a sudden you're like,
fall comes around and people just go, I need clothes.
Yeah. And we all know that we're like, you know, if we're 2 weeks out on orders right now, that's almost mid-September. So if you don't have orders in for September yet, like, you better get on that this week. Because that's how far we are out. You know, the warehouse is working 24-hour shifts right now to get caught up with everything. And they halted onboarding last week to, you know, get caught up on some of the back orders. And so, you know, like, LuLaRoe has our backs. Like, you know, it kind of stinks, that we have to wait a little bit longer. But if you know that you're waiting for an order, just make sure you're ordering in time. So if you haven't started looking at September already, then you need to look at that this week, because September 1st is next Thursday. So we're already like, we're a week away from September. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to take your whole night, but if you guys do have questions, let us know. But I challenge everyone right now to go place an order, because it will only help you. Like, the sacrifice might be a lot, but I promise it will only help you. It will only help you.
Yes. And I did a training in June about like ordering inventory, and there's like a PowerPoint presentation too to help you, like, just with like dollar amounts of, like, you know, ordering Azure's versus ordering Amelia's or whatever it is. So if you need to go watch that too to help you learn how much to do and stuff, watch that too. Like, guys, we repost all the videos for a reason, and that's just so they're a reference to you whenever you're needing something. Like, if you're like, oh, I need help with Periscope. There was a Periscope training 2 months ago. Let me go look at that, because it's probably still the same information. So,
Yep.
All right. Is there any last minute questions?
Minutes. I love all your guys' comments. You're the best.
Yeah. See, guys, we had so much participation tonight. This is awesome.
I know. I'm so happy that you
it
guys all got on.
helps so much when everybody gets on and you can bounce ideas and ask questions, because chances are, like, if you have that question or concern or anything, like, somebody else on our team had the same one. So don't be shy.
All right.
Yep. Well, if there's no questions, that works. If you have any, post it in the page. We'll try to answer it.
Mm-hmm.
So.